Why do you feel stuck in life, even when everything looks fine on the surface? You're working. You're moving. You're doing what you're supposed to do. And yet something feels off. Like your life is moving, but not really going anywhere. What if the problem is not your effort? What if the problem is you're repeating? Imagine a different kind of world. A world where you don't work out of compulsion, but out of joy. Where work is not a burden, but a choice. Where whatever you do it because you love it. You feel free. You feel secure. Your body is alive. Your life has energy. That's not a fantasy. That's what human life was meant to be. But somewhere, we went wrong. Instead of freeing ourselves from struggle, we built systems that trap us deeper. We got lost in religion, caste, in ideology, traditions, in the shadows of so-called great figures. And in all that noise, we forgot one simple thing: how to live according to our own nature. Look at a child. A child wants to explore, but is forced to memorize. A child wants to create, but is told to conform. Half of life goes into preparation. And then comes the job. Another structure. Another routine. Another quiet trap. Now think about this. If a person spends their entire life doing things that make them unhappy, how can they suddenly become happy in relationships? In marriage? In life? You cannot build joy on a foundation of suppression. And yet, most people try. So the real question is not about society. The real question is, why does a human being keep choosing what hurts them? When honesty feels lighter, why choose dishonesty? When health feels better, why choose habits that destroy the body? When we have knowledge, tools, science, why are we still struggling? The answer is not outside. It is inside. It is the mind. The mind doesn't seek truth. It seeks familiarity. Repeats, not because repetition is right, but because repetition feels safe. The same thoughts, the same habits, the same fears, the same choices. Even suffering becomes familiar. And what is familiar starts to feel safe. So we repeat it. Repetition is not the problem. Unconscious repetition is. Look at nature. A tree creates another tree, but the new tree is not a copy. It grows differently. It responds differently. It lives differently. That is repetition, but it is alive. Now look at us. We copy without awareness. Same beliefs, same fears, same ambitions. We don't live. We inherit. That's why society feels stuck. On the surface, everything changes. Speed, systems. But inside, nothing moves. The same identities, the same ambitions, the same definitions of success. This creates sameness. Sameness creates frustration. Frustration slowly turns into anger, division, hatred. Look around. The dishonesty, the injustice, the exploitation, these are not random. They are symptoms. Humanity is not stopping. It is moving, but it is moving in the wrong direction. Like a vehicle running in the wrong gear. There is noise. There is effort. There is movement. But there is no progress. So what changes everything? Not quitting life, not escaping work, but becoming aware, seeing what you're repeating, questioning what feels normal, and choosing consciously. Because the moment you see it clearly, you are no longer stuck. You are no longer trapped. You are no longer repeating.